Fancy the Audi RS6 or Mercedes E63 from earlier in the show, but can't face the 70 grand price tags? Then you're in luck.
Growling engines, stealthy styling and the ability to demolish motorways. These are the cheapskate alternatives to the Mercedes and the Audi. And instead of costing £70,000, these can be had from as little as 1,500 quid.
My cheapest choice was once lusted after by every company car driver in Europe, the Ford Mondeo ST220 from just £1,500.
The name of this fast Ford is inspired by how much power it's got. 220 HP from a 3-litre V6. The engine is shared with Jaguar, and as such it is as smooth as you could hope for. It can potter around town nice and slowly and put your foot down and it becomes a real super saloon.
The Mondeo is well known for its reliability, but isn't perfect.
First, make sure the handbrake works effectively. If it doesn't hold the car or it's difficult to release, it could point to seized cables at the rear brake calipers. To fix that on both wheels will cost about £700.
Listen for any rumbles from the wheel bearings. Changing all 4 will cost over £500.
Finally, check for any noises when the car's ticking over. The clutch on an ST220 has a dual mass flywheel which can fail and make a metallic noise when it's ticking over. To put it right, it'll cost £1,000.
The Mondeo is a bargain super saloon, but up your budget and you can get a thundering V8. The MG ZT260, complete with a Ford Mustang's engine.
This MG ZT is based on a Rover 75, which is a traditional sedate front-wheel drive saloon. But MG changed the characteristics totally with this and put in a 4.6-litre V8 and made it rear-wheel drive. If that wasn't enough to give it some serious credibility, it was penned by none other than Peter Stevens, who helped design the McLaren F1. This is a Marmite car. You either love it or you hate it. The handling isn't brilliant and the car hasn't aged particularly gracefully, but only 500 were ever made, so you're buying a little bit of exclusivity.
You can't get a beefier car for the cash, but before you buy, have a look underneath.
Some are starting to show signs of corrosion under here on the subframe, so check this cross tube for any serious signs of rust and have a good poke around for weak spots. Big structural work can set you back £3,000.
The sunroof can leak too, so feel for damp under the carpets.
Finally, the cooling system has a tough job keeping such a big engine at the correct temperature, so check all the joints and the pipes, particularly this heater pipe, which is notorious for splitting. Repairs can cost anything from a few quid for a new hose to £300 for a new radiator.
My next choice is a real cult hero, the Audi RS4, now on your driveway from just £15,000.
It seems only a few months ago that this car was on sale, brand new, for £50,000. And it is incredible to think you can pick one up now, second-hand, for the price of a Ford Focus. I absolutely love the engine in this car. A 4.2-litre V8 that sounds fantastic from the moment you press the start button all the way through to the 8,500 RPM limit. It is an engine that is worthy of going down in history as one of the best power plants of all time. Just listen to that. Now, when it comes to handling, it's not as agile as a BMW M3, but its four-wheel drive system makes it phenomenally quick from A to B and incredibly reassuring to drive all year round.
The RS4 is one of the greatest used car bargains of the moment, but it's not without fault.
The engine can get choked up with carbon deposits if it's not driven regularly or if, heaven forbid, the car is driven too gently. So, on your test drive, check for any flat spots in the power delivery or any smoke coming out of the exhaust. An engine clean can set you back about £500. Nothing wrong with this one, though.
Check for coolant leaking under the front wheel arches too. It's around £600 to put that right.
Finally, brakes. A new set of discs and pads will set you back nearly £2,000. So check for any serious ridges on the disc and for a big lip at the edge, because both are signs that it's getting towards the end of its life.
So, if your budget doesn't stretch to a brand new RS6 or E63, then don't fret. You can get a brawny super saloon for a lot less.